if I could have everybody except for Erica leave the table. The familiar voice of the Sorrow Lord Zathuda, bearer of the lightless flame, and Grove Captain of the Unseelie Court.
I wait in prickly silence for your report.
My lord, you know that good work takes time.
Have you located the Moontide Crown? Have you dealt with the Calloways?
Are you aware that there is a daughter?
Now, if you're this close, I expect the crown soon.
You will have it, my lord. I will end the Calloway line. I checked the ring. It still points to the room next door.
Still tugs gently in the direction of Fearne Calloway.
How would you know? I was having a nightmare right in front of you when you were awake. How would you know?
Your eyes sometimes like go all loony when you're.
Oh, do they?
Well, everyone's does. I've looked at all these folks while they've been sleeping, not in a creepy way, and and my I don't think that my ocular receptors do that, but y'all's do. Not every night too, but Chetney.
I look over at Laudna, and with her eyes.
that always happens. She's like that all the time. In fact, wide open. Yeah, everybody has their own sort of sleep tell.
Yeah.
Chetney's. Sometimes his legs start.
Does he wake up and run into the wall?
His legs start thumping.
He's chasing toy makers on the street.
Ashton, sometimes his brain glass starts to shine.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Fearne, sometimes, every once in a while when she's asleep, like a little, like she'll start to, like some fur will grow, like she's turning into an animal, then just comes right back, like.
What?
Just ever so slightly, you have to really focus on it. Just when she's hot, like some hair will just.
Fearne's always hot.
Orym, I don't even want to say it. He toots. He toots.
He toots when he's dreaming?
Canon.
I think so. And then your eyes start darting back and forth.
Mine seems relatively normal.
Yours is the best one.
Yeah.
I haven't found out what Dusk's is yet, though.
We'll have to watch her.
Not in a creepy way.
Yeah. Can I just stare at her for a minute?
Oh,
Maybe she's a
talker.
talker. She's a talker.
Monkey?
Did she say monkey?
That sounds like some tea.
Yes, I'd like some tea.
Two lumps.
Two lumps of
Oh,
sugar.
she just has
tea with
boring
tea.
things.
Tea dreams.
Tea and monkeys.
Oh, those scones are so fresh.
All right, yeah, that's boring stuff right there.
I want to tell Laudna.
But you can't because she's asleep.
Well, she's asleep.
But also because she talked to me about, she confided in me that y'all are maybe having a little bit of a tiff.
Mm-hmm. Did she?
She did. But she was very worried about it.
I mean, she gave me a pencil. I figured.
And a
tot holder.
A pot holder, yeah. A tot holder.
You just say it like that.
And she's in the process of like pulling this heavy thread, this thick leather thread through the material she's working with.
Smiley day to you,
Yes?
Esmer. Hi. Remember me?
I do. I'm surprised to see you. Fresh cut grass, right?
Yeah.
Right,
It's been a while.
For so long, what are you doing here? Did she send you here?
No. She didn't. She's she isn't coming back. She's not with me today.
Good.
That is good. That's good news, right?
That is good
Yes.
news.
There's just
You won't
good
be
news
seeing
all
her
around.
today. In fact, funny story. You won't be seeing Dancer anymore. She was brutally murdered.
You're a filthy liar like she was. Oh. No, but seriously, what is this about? She sent you in here? I saw her like a month ago.
I'm sorry, what?
What, she came in here wanting to connect old ties and was like, hey, I'm sorry about how things went. And, it's a rough time to go around the world and all kinds of bullshit up north and stuff. And, I was, should have sent her packing. It's not like history would have told me, she's kind of a really good manipulator, but that. Pulled those heartstrings, among other things. But, once things got a little too intimate, she bounced again. The fucking bitch. So if you see her, please tell her, don't come back. I'm gonna fucking cut that cunt.
She came back here. You saw her, you talked to her.
Oh, I did more than talk to her, little friend.
Wait, you mean, wait, so you're sure it was her?
I'm sure. Only one person does the thing. Yes.
Did she have others? Did she have the others with her? Was Axer here and Terwin and?
No, it was just her. What?
Any of the other bots?
No, I mean, it looks like you got one of the pieces right there, right? That pussy's old buzzsaw, right?
It is, yeah.
What a phrase.
Are you?
She didn't have any of her companions with her. She had a new arm. That was pretty crazy.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Big old metal arm. Kind of cool.
Come on, we gotta run an errand first. I start dragging Laudna through the crowd.
But I thought we're going. All right.
First we have to, I gotta take you clothes shopping. Just go put this on and meet me back here. Your mom. Okay?
Oh, baby.
And you're gonna call me Nancy.
Georgie. Nancy.
This is not my
Can I
first
call
rodeo.
you Georgie? You don't look like a Nancy.
You say that.
Ready. Jeremiah.
Let's go with your first instinct, Georgie, I think.
Georgie.
Okay, Georgie boy.
Little Georgie.
Oh no. All right, I'm gonna start leading us back toward the seat of disdain.
Hold my hand. Do not get. Look at this city. You cannot get more than 6 feet away from me.
And I lean
Are you
into it.
serious right now, Georgie?
And okay, we're gonna go over there and we're gonna do a big loop of the place, all right?
All right.
And then we're gonna try to find somewhere where we separately, but within range of each other, can communicate, okay?
I just don't know if I feel comfortable leaving my child alone, though. You're not old enough. Maybe in a few years.
I gotta grow up someday, Mom.
Happened so fast. All right, let's go.
Creatures begin to come around, these like odd desert birds that you've only seen one or two of that are kind of used as a mounted creature for smaller people. They're too small for a standard human to ride, but like someone of your physical stature could probably attempt to utilize like a fast-moving mount. Right around the time that dusk hits, right when you're about to give up on this circumstance, dear God, Marisha, what have you done?
Bored. This is amazing.
It's pretty great.
All right.
But around the time that the sun begins to set and you're considering returning, you, Orym, glance up and watch as three figures eventually come to the roof. You're pretty damn sure that's Armand Treshy.
Oh, shit. Gotcha, bitch.
And he's out there and he's nervously smoking, like rapidly going through his tobacco, and then
The fortress is a no smoking zone?
yes, he's being very secretive about it.
Just send a message to Orym. Oh, Orym!
Yep.
If you could turn into any animal,
What would it be?
Why are you like this, Mom?
I'm just making conversation.
Sparrow. Sparrow, I guess.
Oh. You wouldn't want to be like a bird of prey.
Hey, I know it's not the question you asked, but I saw Treshy.
what? Where? What?
Did he leave?
I actually blow that one. I don't reply fast enough because I'm so freaked out. Okay. I don't dare look over. You look like madness.
It can't be good for your hair. I can't look at it.
It's very Mad
I don't know
Mim.
how it stayed so well.
Just cannot be good for it.
Okay, I wait until she jumps in my head again because I can't initiate anything.
Did you see him leave?
Didn't leave. Smoke break on the roof. Maybe report to the others.
Right.
I'm Imahara Joe. Welcome to my workshop here in Bassaris.
Yes. One a question for you. Do you happen to know anybody named Birdie and Ollie? Oleander?
Yeah. I was gonna ask, you kind of remind me of one of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Birdie?
Yeah.
Well, how do you know them?
They come in here every few months or so for supplies. Often people come in here looking for, automatons and various other constructs of that nature. They just come in for power sources.
Power sources.
Yeah, like these here.
Are these similar to those orbs that the Nightmare King had in his?
Very similar coloration. Do you... This is weird. Did you used to run with someone named Dancer?
I did, yes.
I knew it! I knew I'd seen you before. Oh.
Why, do you know her? Have you seen her?
We had kind of like a... I've always thought she was, friendly, talented, but she never really took a shine to friendship with me. So we kind of had it was kind of like a playful rivalry, if anything. I mean, I remember you, because when you came through on that trade caravan, I wanted to pick you up originally. But I was down to a large investment at the time, and by the time I tried to come back to pick you up, Dancer already nabbed you.
I didn't come in a trade caravan. She built me.
No, because I almost bought you myself, but
Did I look like this?
yeah. I mean, if you don't mind, you're like a grade A scavenged automaton. Like the quality of fine here. This is like pre-divergent stuff here. This is obviously.
That mean?
I thought it was originally like an Avalier design, but this is like this. The sentience already tells me this is like straight up automaton. You are a relic, and if Dancer still considers you under purview, you don't even know how much you're worth. Not just from a research standpoint, but just monetarily. But
What does that?
What
does
is
that
an
mean?
aormaton?
What is divergence?
Oh boy.
oh, it's a long conversation. You're a relic of history. Like even just like the designs here, the power grooves here, the overall design, your speech, your sentience. This was.
It was assigned to me by Dancer. She built me out of spare parts.
Okay.
Is that what she told you?
There are some in recent years that have been coming online, if you will.
Some others?
Other automatons like you, scavenged out of ruins and found in long hidden chambers and vaults of history of Exandria that have kind of been reawoken.
I mean, I have a postcard from Aor from my parents, so that's a little weird.
You have a
What?
postcard
I'm sorry,
from
what?
Aor?
Yeah, all the postcards that I got. I told you guys this.
From Aor?
Yeah.
Aor?
I don't have so many. I have hundreds of postcards.
What does
Aor
that mean? Aor was ancient.
Post office?
Show us one. Show us one.
Was it recent? I don't understand.
It's all hundreds.
From Aor?
No. From all over.
Do we want to see if there's a hidden puzzle in your postcard?
We certainly could. Yeah.
Who gave you each card?
These were from my parents.
Yeah,
so
but-
I would get them. We would get them, I guess, in the mail at our home, me and Nana, and sometimes they would come on my birthday. Sometimes just out of the blue, and just a surprise.
So, with these all spread out in front as you're all kind of gathered, Chetney, you begin to go into full, modern Sherlock mode.
I stretch first. I really get my ankle behind my head, get the hammies loosened up.
This Jen.
This is
Get a
much
little-
better mime than before.
Slap. It's strange as I gaze upon this beautiful collection of postcards. Fearne, these must be very, very dear to you.
Very, very dear.
How did you receive them your whole life, at random?
Random
Birthdays
times.
and-
Yes, random birthdays, random times of the year. Just, I think, whenever I would think about them, they would just show up.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's and you've had them for all that time.
Oh, yes. I mean, for the past, since they left.
90 years.
Yeah.
It's just so strange because all of the, the corners seem to be what I would call in mint condition almost, and there's very little wear and tear. It just seems strange for something that's 90 years old or even half that long that, they just seem so mint.
And
There's another thing, Fearne, these postcards, I can tell the mass-produced shit from stuff that's handmade. Nothing like it. The art on the back of these postcards is beautiful, but they're all one-offs. They
were
look like
handmade?
one-of-a-kind paintings of location.
That means
If they're in such good condition, normally, when things go through post, they get a little
Wear and
beat
tear.
up.
It's
Yes.
not just, we may also have done you a disservice in not asking you more about Nana. Have you told us much about Nana?
well, I can. She's wonderful.
Is she also from the Feywild?
How's
Yes.
her painting skills?
Is she Ollie or Birdie? What an amazing painter.
She was an amazing painter.
Oh.
Do you know what her handwriting looks like? Her?
Huh. That is something I didn't quite think about. Oh.
I'm gonna pull out the pencil and use my mage hand to float it over in front of Laudna. And I'm just gonna write on her notebook in front of her. Can we talk?
I just nod.
I'm gonna get up and walk out of the room.
I follow. Before you go, can I grab you for a second? Just really quick. Just really quick.
Yes.
Really quick.
Yes.
Okay. Come right there. So, do you want to go to dinner sometime, maybe?
To just get to know each other, or how do you mean?
Like, Yes. To get to know each other better, just you.
Would you? You would. I mean, we could just go as a group too. If there's like a big bonding, is that what you mean, or like?
I kind of get the vibe that maybe you like me, and because I kind of like you, and I asked, Imogen, because it seems like there was some sort of tension between you two, and I asked her, and she said there really wasn't anything between you two, so maybe. She was like, okay, yeah, I did sense vibes when I asked her. So, do you?
It's like a date. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just Oh, wow. This hasn't really happened to me before.
Wait, really?
I'm sort of, off-putting, I think, to people. Being like the whole not fully alive thing. So, I need a moment.
You're awesome, and you are funny. And you're friendly, and you have great hair.
Oh,
and,
do I?
Yeah.
I had to pull another chunk of it out.
Oh, see?
Wow, this says I have to go, and I leave.
Frazzled as you are, you dart out of the room and follow suit to where you...
Yeah, I'm just standing in the hallway.
Hi. This has all been a
I told FCG he could help with this, but I just don't know if we should. I'm sorry.
I don't want to fight anymore.
I don't either.
I miss you so much.
I miss you so much, and I know that you didn't do that on purpose. I know that fucking.
She's crazy.
She's in your head, and I know you don't have, it must have been so scary.
It was
to have that happen.
But what's more terrifying is feeling like there's a rift in our friendship, and that's more scary than anything. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Thank you for the pencil.
Oh.
I got you something too.
Really?
And I'm gonna pull out the ring that I bought. It's 2 snakes and a ruby.
Oh my goodness. This is a lot better than a pencil.
I just, it reminded me of, I don't know why.
It's kind of like us.
Yeah.
And the ruby kind of
like a rock coming between us, but it's not gonna.
It's not. No more rocks. Between us, at least, there are more rocks.
It's felt so weird, all this thing going on, and we can't talk to each other about it.
It's been so much, and we just haven't stopped going since we got here, and then and then dusk is here now. And
dusk is here.
And it's like she just hit on me.
She did? She did ask. I got the impression she was interested.
What do I tell her?
What do you want to tell her?
I don't know. I've just been so, I haven't accessed that part of my brain in like 50 years. So.
It would be strange, I know, to access that.
I don't want to hurt her feelings or anything either.
She seems sweet. They seem sweet.
Yeah. But that's sweet, yeah.
I had another nightmare. Yeah.
Oh my god! And I'm sorry that we couldn't talk about it. Tell me about it.
I had FCG draw this. It was. I wasn't in the field. I was in the middle of the storm already, and I looked around, and there were people in front of me, and he talked to me. She talked to me. She talked to me.
The figure?
The figure. And she said, oh, this is interesting. And there were people around her, and she was wearing armor.
She said, this is
she had gray
interesting?
hair. She said, this is interesting. She was looking straight at me, and she had gray hair. She didn't look like anyone I knew. And then she lunged at me. And then I woke up and Laudna, I went to the window and the moon was flaring. It was all orange outside and there were other people looking up, like other people who were aware of the flare. And I felt like drawn to it. And it was weird because at the same time I was like scared, but it also felt like something was right. And I don't know, maybe that's more scary.
Well, the moon is flaring.
Yeah.
That's gotta mean something. And it's continuing to making its way up to the sky.
In character.
And they're very aware, whoever's in the dream, whoever's in the nightmare is very aware that I'm there.
That rhymes.
That rhymes.
They're aware that you're there. What if you're tapping into, like, an actual event that's happening right now, like in real time?
There's like people up on the moon just standing in a swirl.
It sounds
And every
crazy.
time I dream, I'm like teleporting there. I don't think that's happening. What if that's happening?
I don't know.
There's no people on Ruidus. What if there's people on
Ruidus. We should go to the moon. How do we get to the moon?
I would have no idea. Anyway, well, I'm glad that everything's okay. Everything's okay.
Yes. Just
Before you go, I'm gonna walk up to Laudna. Nice ring. Who gave it to you?
none of your business, Imogen.
See? She gave you a rock. It's all good now.
Shut up!
I'm always right.
What are you doing tonight?
Oh,
Sorry. I don't know. Sorry. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's okay.
it's really complicated.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah.
You're gorgeous.
You do not have to justify it. It's okay. We're fine. This is fucking scattershot.
I only like guys. So it's not and it's more than that. It's complicated. I just start walking away.
I mean, like,
red in the face.
It's alright. Do you? Yeah.
Listen, I meant to give you this. You know, it's not the right time, but I made yours first. If you ever want to, roll with the flow, this is for you.
Oh my goodness. Chetney.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta take a ride on the wild side. So, the invitation's out there, but there's been some personal shit tonight, so it feels a little tone deaf.
I think that this is just the way to make things better. I honestly just feel so much better just because of this. This is probably my favorite thing I have.
I know. Just remember, when it feels like you're getting moved around by life, just grab it and let it know who the elf is.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, as we're walking, I'm just gonna talk to Laudna. I'm just gonna talk to you in your head.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the woman from my dreams today.
What? Where?
What? She was next to Rotanish. She was here.
Wait, are you talking about... What was her fucking name?
Thull.
You're talking about Otohan?
I don't know who Otohan is. I just know it was the woman that I saw.
Gray hair?
Lots of
Incredible armor?
Yes.
Yes, she was the one. Oh, holy shit.
I don't think she saw me.
I didn't put it together earlier. She was the one that... she's like in charge of the Paragon's call.
How is she here?
I don't know. Why is she in your fucking dreams? Is she like you?
I don't know. She seems scary.
Yeah, actually, if we're all drinking, I'll go over and tap Dusk on the shoulder.
I
just wanted to let you know, because I'm savvy. I've been around for a couple 100 years. If you need any help with the calloways, just cut me in on a little bit of the coin and we'll take care of it. Hmm? You know, your target. You've got a little picture.
That they gave me?
Yeah. Your bounty.
What? Oh, you're serious?
Oh, sure. I've been around. Nobody hired you to find the calloways with this little picture that you have, and you don't remember where you came from and everything's fuzzy. I won't tell anybody, I promise. But if you need any help, you know, I'm just saying, I see you. And so you're not trying to kill Fearne's parents?
No.
Oh.
I'm like, I swear to God, every time I travel. Is Imahara Joe in? Just let him know I'm here. Quick business, just in for a day and out, so.
What was your name again?
You just tell him that Birdie's here.
Birdie's here.
Yeah.
Birdie's here. Once.
Hi. Hi. Oh.
Oh, you're already here. Oh, kind of like dusts off the hair and like takes the helmet off and like lets it drops to the ground and kind of like,
Hi.
She runs up and just like grabs you and lifts you, and like, you know, Fearne's fairly tall and Birdie is about as tall, if not a little bit shorter, but it's like a little stockier in build, and just kind of picks her up and swings her a bit and just kind of looks up at your face. You can see like dusty as she is, beautiful, bright, kind of blue-green eyes, with just these lashes that just kind of bat themselves, coated in, you know, the dust that she knocked out of her hair a little bit, but kind of sets you back down, kind of looks, let me get a look at you.
Let me get a look at you. We look a lot alike.
Yeah, you. My goodness, you have grown up so fast.
Have I? Wow. Oh, I feel weird.
Don't feel weird. I'm just happy to see you.
My eyes are wet.
Oh. Here, let me. She reaches into her jacket and pulls out a big old napkin that's like covered in dust. And big cloud of dust. I'm just gonna get that.
Thank you.
I got it. And she kind of like dabs your eyes a little bit. Wow, it's been.
Wow, it's been
Takes your hands.
so long. It's been like 90 years.
Close to 6 years at least.
Oh, no.
Years?
Six?
Yep.
90 and
6.
6.
It's a big
Oh,
discrepancy.
90 and 6.
6
8
years?
maybe? I'm just keeping track of time's a little weird.
That.
How did you look?
That-
I just need to look. You were so tall.
I am having a hard time with words. Dusk? Do you know Dusk?
I don't think we've met.
Oh, you might not remember, but I think you guys spent some time together. It's been a lot longer than 6 years for me.
No, I don't believe we spent time together.
Suddenly,
No, damn it.
the tattoo on my arm springs to life, a roiling, crashing ocean. And as the waves break, they splinter off into geometric patterns that multiply and divide. They crawl up my arm, over the shoulder, across the neck, engulf my face. And as the waves smooth and soften, you see that my form has changed. I'm taller, I'm all wiry muscle and taut angles. My face, sharper features that only rhyme with the soft, delicate ones that you know.
At this point, Birdie, who's holding your hand, steps back and just kind of looks back at you briefly.
I grab both of them.
No.
You led them right to us.
I'm sorry. Who? Wait.
What is your real name?
I am you. You is me. You suffiad. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance again.
You suffiad?
You suffiad.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure. Oh.
Look, you were born Exandrian before we took you back to the Fae. You were born under a flash of that ruddy-ass moon, and since we brought you back, that moon's been showing through in the Feywild where it wasn't supposed to be. No one believed us, and we've been looking into it for a while. And so we had to take something to help us figure out what the hell is going on.
Wait, I was born under a...
Choose, you believe me or you believe this person.
Okay. I produce, my flame blade at 3rd level, and I stick it into your belly.
Okay.
We're all sitting down and calming the fuck down!
Okay, with that, you now have Birdie grappled. Her speed is 0. She cannot move. Stuck under those. You don't know what you're doing!
Elaborate!
I know you're trying to do the right thing. But from the looks of it, you're the bad guy. How do you know the Nightmare King?
I knew it!
What? How?
I knew it!
What?
Look, some things are bigger than quabbles, and Ira's done some bad stuff in the past, but it's the only person that can help us with this thing that's much bigger than all of us.
He tried to kill us.
Perhaps he had some good points.
He mentioned he ran into you, but he didn't kill any of you.
Well, he tried.
And for this the first time in both of our lives, we found something that's bigger than all of us. We've sacrificed a lot to do it, and we've worked with people we're not proud of. But there's something real strange going on.
If you tell us, maybe we can help and do the right thing.
I'll tell you. If you promise not to let this one go back and tell the rest of her kind what we're working on.
I think you gotta help us understand what's going on right now, man.
We're still figuring it out. Look, we already knew there was some weird connection with you and that red Exandrian moon, but we only have the light of Katha in the Fey realm.
You don't have... Wait, you don't have the red moon in the Feywild?
Ruidus is terrestrial to Exandria. Only Katha's light from the Moonweaver finds its way to the Feywild.
Except now.
Except for about 7 or so years ago, it began poking through. And what many have been kind of figuring out, that's strange and odd. It's been offering some odd boons on that side that the Unseelie have been more than eager to try and utilize. But the more we began to look into it, because of its connection to our fearne, the more we found there's a lot of unhealthy history behind that moon. And your father had, well, as part of his attempts to try and figure this out, he began to have visions, and nobody believed us. We beseeched the Seelie to help, but they didn't believe us, because we're, untrustworthy folk.
Criminals, you're criminals.
Okay. Well, what do you mean visions? What kind of visions would he have?
He said he saw something about this red moon tearing through in the Feywild and just leaving devastation in its path. And in the center of it, he kept seeing you.
You?
Her.
Me?
Yes, Fearne.
Okay.
That's why we didn't take you with us, because we knew when we did what had to be done, we'd be considered fugitives. That's why we left you with Maury, because we knew you'd be safe there and they wouldn't connect you to us while you were there.
Well, how old are you now?
I mean, it's hard to keep on years, but, I'm a healthy early 50, maybe.
Looks like it.
Aren't you 112?
How is that possible?
I'm a lot older than you.
You mentioned something strange about that. I get the feeling that maybe,
You've been gone for a very long time.
The better.
I was killing children. Do you know this? He was scooping up vagrants and youths.
I'm certain he was doing it at somebody else's behest.
That's not good.
Look, and I don't... Look, I didn't know that's what he was doing. We were all trying to raise funds best we could to try and facilitate all this, and kind of points around to the room, what we've been working on. Look, we came out here and we crossed the boundaries into Exandria with nothing. In order to try and continue this work, we had to raise funds. I know Ira's been doing some work around here. I didn't know would lead to that.
What are you trying to make?
We're trying to build a device to discern the true nature of ruidus and why everything's overlapping. I mean, we have about a month till Fesserin. Around the 21st to 23rd, there's something that Hondir mentioned called an apogee solstice that's coming.
What would prevent other assassins from coming?
The return of the crown and the death of the Calloways.
Calloways? Like
Like just
like
the two?
just
or
those
also...
two? Yeah, because she thinks she's 150 and was.
I will say,
Know about me, so
they don't know
should be
about
okay.
Fearne. So at the very least, when all this is said and done,
Oh, they know.
You told them?
I was just doing my job.
whatever it takes to
You
protect
know?
my daughter. Now, I'll tell you what. You want this back? Sure. We'll give it to you when all this is done. If you can hold off, if you can disappear and be just on the tip of our tail for the next month or so, let us finish this out, we'll give it back to you. And you can return, and if you need some blood on your hands to prove it, me and my husband, I've talked to him first to make sure he's okay with it, but I'm sure he'll understand. We'll come back with you, but you do not touch Fearne.
I'd never dream of harming your daughter.
You'll never be able to harm their daughter.
Sounds like we got a deal.
You shake hands, and she kind of pulls you in, and in your ear says, "If you touch a hair on Fearne's head, I will rip you asunder." What's your passive perception, by the way?
13.
Got it, cool. Oh, by the way, she's gonna have a harder time following us, and she pulls out a ring. I got the sense that she was, following us somehow, and it'll be the first time that I've encountered someone from her kind who have used this to track us down, so,
Oh, wait, you got that from her?
what, do you think that handshake was trying to seal the deal?
Nice. Like mother, like daughter.
I told you I'm a thief, unabashed, not a liar. This kind of
Big room.
knocks. Hello? Hondir? It's Birdie. There's been another recent finding that has focused and redoubled the Grim Verity's efforts and interests as of late. A member of ours who is a researcher in Vasselheim discovered ancient texts from as far back as the founding. Some of the earliest written records of Exandrian history, kept deep under lock and key in the temple vaults of the Dawn City. And because of this information, the ire of the highest temples are upon the Verity, upon myself. But this truth is important, both pertaining to this scenario and just for the world to know. While the study needs to continue, the Verity believes it references in the highest temples that there is a time before ruidus. There are texts where Katha was the only moon above.
a period of time in the founding in which ruidus did not exist.
Wait. When was the founding again? Is that post-calamity, pre-calamity?
The founding was when the gods came to Exandria and created us, everything.
And there was no moon then, or it's no second moon.
It was just Kathatin.
So who put the moon there?
That is the question. This is one of the things that began the heavier studies into the Omen archive. The other thing is apparently some of these texts refer to two gods that don't exist in the pantheon.
What?
And haven't since.
Are they
Forgotten deities.
imprisoned?
I think everybody wants.
Is there anybody else involved in this at this point? Like the Shadow Realm people, are they having ruidus issues too? I don't know.
I don't know. You have to talk to Rin. There's a member of the Verity who, their specialization is in traversing various realms.
What's their name?
Rin.
Oh,
What? Who?
Rin?
that's right, Laywalker Rin. Wait, who the fuck? Wait, hang on. I wrote that down.
Who's that?
DM recap.
Planewalker Rin.
Planewalker Rin. Oh, right.
Hang on,
wait. How do we know him? How do we know him?
Hang on.
Another campaign?
I don't know.
Well, it's from a few things.
Yeah. Well, you briefly went into a laboratory in the Fireplane in campaign
That was theirs.
2. That was theirs, yeah.
That's right. And they were stowed away. And they were in hiding.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they want to.
My mother was also ruidus born.
Also ruidus born.
And she,
Like you.
and she has dreams, wild dreams about a large storm and a
Both
red
of them
storm.
look at each other. Look back.
They're connected.
What was your mother's name?
Liliana?
Leona Timhold.
Yeah. Do you know her?
We've met, though it was a while ago.
Not a while?
It was a while
A
ago.
while ago.
She was a number of our, how do I put it? Our volunteers for part of the Omen archive study.
Yeah.
See, there are ruidus born all across Exandria and have been for as long as the moon's been out there. But the rate of ruidus born births has been slowly accelerating in recent times. This was part of the study in the archive, not my specific study. I was more in ley line patterns, and all of us kind of comparing and aligning notes for this. But I do recall that there are occasionally rare ruidus born that exemplify a stronger connection with the ruddy moon. That
How long ago did you last see Liliana?
gosh, it must have been 12 years, maybe.
12 years?
I've been away from most civilization for a...
Where was she when you saw her?
She was in Eos. She came to the seminary to be part of the research. She was gifted with incredible capabilities. She was able to see beyond her eyes. She was able to affect the world around her in incredible ways. She was one of a few that had come to us exhibiting these powers.
I look down. Is there a bottle or anything on the ground? I'm just going to pick it up and drift it over to him.
And it seems that line of fortune seems to follow on your path. Ah, I am so sorry.
Why would you have to apologize? I mean, these are gifts.
They are, but it horribly connects you to all the things that are coming.
This is so fucking much.
The following day's journey, in which Birdie Calloway was going to lead you to the hideout where she and Fearne's father currently reside and are building something with their seemingly long-term ally, Ira Wendigoth, Nightmare King. Well, welcome home, everyone. We tried to turn it into a little chunk of home best we could, and, we didn't know how long we'd stay, so we just do a little bit day to day, and it's kind of, I don't know, it has like a nice homey space, I think.
It's wonderful.
It's amazing.
Oh my goodness, this is just a dream.
Really done amazing things with this little hut. Oh, so
Beyond this heavily defensible door, about 30 or so feet between a rough-hewn tunnel, it opens up into the heart of the hideaway. In the center of the room, however, you immediately take notice of a climbing, massive, 30-foot tall, telescope-like construct of metal, stone, and all manner of strange cables and runes and dozens of crystalline spheres of varying sizes, mounted in numerous places along its impressive size, each casting a dull blue light in its vicinity throughout the otherwise rather shaded chamber. Kind of glancing up towards the beastly apparatus, you see an elven man of shaggy dark brown hair, kind of suntanned skin, who's kind of looking up at it for a second, kind of glances back as he hears footsteps and looks. Oh my God.
Hi.
Fearne! And runs up and just brings you in this big bear hug. And you can see he's about a good foot shorter than Fearne. But as he kind of just holds you in, and you can manhandle him if you really want to, although not with your strength maybe.
I pick him up. Just the biggest hug.
Oh, love, it's been so long.
I'm so much taller than you.
Yeah, it's been some time you've grown up. That's,
I haven't. I've grown up quite a bit. It's been a very long time since you guys have been gone.
You're not wrong. Why, you grew up faster than we expected.
Well, I think maybe it's been a little longer than you expected. So it seems. What is this?
Oh, well, you know what? And as you all kind of glance up and he looks, what you notice now, up kind of about 15, 20 feet up this massive structure that's maybe about 3 feet below breaking the hole in the ceiling, what you thought was a part of the machine, you now see are some long bent limbs that clutch it from each side and legs that wrap around it. And out of the corner, you see a familiar pale face come around with long, pointed fey ears, jet black, glistening eyes, and a big, wicked grin. Hi, friends. He slowly begins to descend like a spider crawling down his web.
Does he still have his little teeny top hat?
There is no tiny hat on his face at the time.
We also have an item for you, right?
Oh, yes. So, Maury gave me something that I was supposed to give to you guys if I ever saw you again. And, it's a little lens of some sort, so I guess...
Oh, right. I remember I was talking about that. I do apologize for the means in which we left off last time. Things are complicated.
Oh, it's okay.
Is it?
I don't know. Well,
we're really sorry.
We're sorry?
For blowing up his laboratory.
What, didn't he try to kill us too?
Didn't he kidnap children?
He did. Just out of just out of curiosity. How many years ago was that you met?
You met Birdie?
Yes.
Well, that's about 11, 12 years in the calendar.
Oh. So you've been here for 6 years.
A little over 6, yeah, I think so. Although it's kind of hard to keep... It's right, we have to keep asking this fella for his calendar.
How does that work?
What?
There just seems to be a bit of a weird timeline discrepancy, because you see here, as Fearne says, she is pretty certain she's 120 years old, and you seem to think that she's definitely not that.
Yeah,
By your
6.
logic, she's 6 years old.
Well, no, then they were
no,
here
we
for
left her
6
behind.
years.
She was still a young girl. She wasn't that young.
Oh, sorry, 9.
All right.
Age was a little fuzzy, but yeah.
I thought, I mean, I was going to say you look a bit old for like 14.
What?
But look, magic between the fairy realm can get a bit strange, but even that seems a bit extreme. And at which point you hear the voice of Ira kind of echoing from the other side of the device go, well, you left her with Morrigan. She's a collector of things. And if she knew she had limited time, she may have stretched it for all it's worth. Wouldn't be the first time.
Wouldn't be the first time. What does that mean?
Isn't that right?
It's strange that I'm so much taller than you both.
Yeah.
But
There's stranger things out there.
that's for sure.
I mean, your caretaker was a tall one.
Very tall. Very, very tall.
How tall?
She's
tall is
probably...
13, 14
Yeah, I was gonna say
feet, maybe?
15, maybe 14. Excuse me?
But how do you get height from someone who's not related to you?
Maybe she just, with time, made me grow a little bit.
Encouragement.
Encouragement. Yeah.
She
Likes
sounds
to
very
stretch things
powerful.
out, right?
She likes to stretch things out real far.
You know, Fern's told us a little bit about Maury, but what was Maury like before Fern?
Yeah, I've not spoken of her much. She's, like us, one of those outlier fae. She keeps to herself. She's kind of a collector of sorts. She plays guardian to one of her own fanes, place of power, and she does favors for those who ask in exchange for things to add to her collection.
Completely outside the court.
Aye. She's what you'd call, crone, hag.
I have a question. So, in order for Maury to do favors, you have to give her something.
Aye.
Oh. Was I something that you gave for a favor?
Well, no, we did. And he looks over his shoulder up towards Ira, who's in the process of installing the weave lens. You can see him kind of clutching the green circle of glass off to one side as he's like pulling aside bits and beginning to install it. And you see Ollie's face just go pale. Looks over at Birdie, and she like sits down in a chair.
Oh. This adds a bit of a wrinkle to the story.
Hold on. Who would like to take the first look now that it's complete?
You can raise your hand.
Yeah. Maybe Imogen.
I would like to.
Step
gonna sit
right
down.
up, my dear. And there in the center is the slightly muddied red of Ruidus, the familiar sight, both in your dreams and previous viewing through a telescopic-like device. But there's something you've never seen before around it. There is a shape that encompasses it, clear as day, like a field of energy, like something that encapsulates it. Not unlike some of the magical force fields and such that you've learned to generate and create, but it completely encases it. And it has a texture like a lattice weave, like an extremely powerful gathering of different magical threads that create this textured fence-like weave that just seals it off.
Does it look like the ley lines all the way around it, or does it look more like a cage?
It looks more like a cage, is the best way I can describe it. And it doesn't look quite like ley line energy. It looks like strong, distinct, unlike something you've seen before.
There's something being kept up there. It's a prison.
What do you see? Tell me.
I see a god that can't get out. Am I right?
It's the first I'm hearing of it.
Here we go. Nope.
You gotta be fucking me.
Natural 20
Oh!
plus 1. So 21 plus 27.
You needed a 28.
Now, you've seen a few storms in your time. Red clouds swirling angrily, aggressively, hungrily in your dreams, moving and consuming. Behind them, nothing but dust and shadow. And as this device pushes past the layer of lattice, cage-like energy, pushing beyond the boundaries of your vision, the storm, clearer than it's ever been, you see it part for but a moment. And there's a city.